Best greetings. Best greetings from Kiev, the capital of Ukraine. My name is Victor Fursov, and today, 11th day of July 2020. So today's topics of this stream are pets. Well, pets in your house. So, but you are visiting the channel of entomologists. Entomologists, beekeeper and teacher. So today I will be talking about my pets in childhood and at present time. And you have recognized on the screen, on a thumbnail on the screen about pets. So about rhinoceros, beetles, and about dogs. Well, what's about pets as a rhinoceros or just dogs or cats? Well, what do you have in your house? What pet do you have in your house? And today's video will be in English for English-speaking audience, and okay, for Russian-speaking audience will be the copy in Russian. But today I have met in Zoom conference with my friends, Toastmasters, Art Talkers. This is English-speaking, but Ukrainian club located in Ukraine. But now we gathered in a Zoom conference about talking about different stuff, including pets. So one question was, what pet do you have in a house? And what exotic pet do you have in a house? And I was talking the story about my exotic pets. Well, first of all, my small exotic pet, this is my tiny toy terrier with the name Tosha. Tosha is not very young, so you can see his tongue, because not very young dogs, they have problems with their teeth. So, but nevertheless, he's just healthy and very calm and very polite dog, and likes to sit together with me and participate in many stories as entomological assistant. Well, but what about another pets? Well, when you've been just a child, probably you've been dreaming about dog. We've been dreaming about pets, but your parents usually didn't allow you to have a pet because this is a problem to take care about pets. This is not a toy. Of course, even in a very small dog like this, it's not a toy. This is a living creature. You need to take care very much every day. Every day to go out, every day go to kitchen to give it fresh food, to take care about it, to give it a little bit love, care, to manage everything, to clean dog, to clean another pet if you have another pet. For parents, that's a problem. So I didn't have such a lovely dog in my child's time, because we were living in a one-room apartment, and it was a problem of a place and space. But at present time, you see here, this is lovely dog, which he gave me because this dog gave me just his love as well, and he's just a manager of my time, because he's asking for food, he's asking about timetable to go out for walking in morning time and evening time. So he is a good manager and small manipulator, asking for a little bit for something tasty after his major food. He's usually always asking for a little bit more tasty food, like some milk, because this is milky dog who is just dog but like a milk very much. But what about another pets? Because what about entomological pets? Definitely, because I didn't have this lovely dog in childhood, I had another pets. My pets always were big beetles. Big, not very small, because big beetles were coming in the beginning of summertime. Summertime usually is full of beetles and different insects, but majority of insects were very small, but in June, some big beetles are coming. And at present time, even in a big city of Kiev, some big beetles are coming, and they're sitting here together with us near a computer in a small cage. So, and I do love to show you these my lovely pets, because they're sitting here in this terrarium, in this aquarium, together with some plants. Yes, on my telephone the screen and colors will be better, but in a web camera in this stream not so colorful. But you have recognized at least one beetle who is just sitting on this plant, on this branch. Well, But I will show you more of them because I have shown them just on the plate. So I put the plate and you can try to recognize what's about these beetles. Fortunately, these beetles not very active in the morning time because they do like to be very active in evening time. In evening time, they're crawling, they're just moving, they try to escape. Probably you have recognized already some of them. And okay, the biggest one is coming. The biggest one is not very big, still a big one. Well, on my camera will be better, but on this one, of course, this beetle is smaller than pictures on my screen, pictures on my back with the parasitic wasps, which are very big, but if I can put it closer, the size will be the same. And you have recognized that these are rhino beetles or rhinoceros beetles. And last time I recorded them on this plate all together. Now just I'm trying to manipulate with the cage. Don't pull it down to find them because they're sitting inside. They're a little bit hidden inside the cage underneath. Well, at least I put some of them. Some smaller, okay, because there are two different species here in my cage. One is a black and small one. This is genus Dorcus. Yeah. And this big one is a genus Oryctes nasicornis. The big one I can take on horn. Yeah. This is Oryctes nasicornis. They're very slow because they're flying evening time. And how did I collect them? Because they became my pets, at least for this time, when they're still living here in this cage. They have a very comfortable cage. I cannot find more because they're hidden somewhere. I didn't prepare because I wanted to show them immediately. Oh, yes, one more. All together here I have a 12 different beetles. 11 of them, not 11, yeah, 9 of them here belonging to rhino beetles, and one is stark beetle, but tiny stark beetle, very tiny stark beetle, about 1 centimeter. So you will say, why did I collect them? I collect them in a big city of Kiev. Well, yeah, you see, one is trying to escape because they're still active, but in evening time they're most active because in evening time they're flying everywhere around. But before flying, well, of course, they're hidden somewhere. Where they're hidden? They're hidden under the ground, near the cut trees. In our region, we have many old trees, and under these old cut trees, only small stalks remain from the trees, and so no tree, but only the stalk. Yeah. He's very sticky because he has these legs and like to walk very much. I do not afraid about him that he will escape. This is a male. Because morning time, in evening time, he can escape because in evening time, these beetles like to fly. And if you want to find them, it's easier to walk around near the old places with old trees, old fallen trees, or old cut trees. And near this place, some beetles coming out of the ground because they're hidden under the ground. And evening time, just before sunset, already after sunset, but before the darkness. So this is the best time for collecting these beetles near the trees because they're just going out of ground and they're going on trees. and they're sitting for a short period of time on trees. And in this fortune time, you can find them very quickly because they're crawling like that on stalk, on the bark of a tree. And you can see here the beetle. But of course, have I seen them just flying? Yes, I have seen them several times. Even I've seen how these rhino beetles crossing the pedestrians' place together with the pedestrians. They're crossing the road with cars, but flying very fast. But flying not just straight, but flying like this, down, up, down, up, down, up. And it's very difficult to catch the beetle in a flight, because he is not only fast, but very clever to make distance between you and him. So beetle is flying very fast and maneuvering very well. So it's very tricky beetle. But nevertheless, if you just put the light on your balcony near your house, and in your region where you are living, there are some beetles. Sometimes, not very often, not very common, some of the beetles can fly to your balcony. You see, very sticky with his legs. On your balcony, and you can catch it just near your house, near your home, near your flat, because this one just came just to my balcony and fell down just in the balcony and was just growling and scratching some material plastic. And I was thinking, who is scratching the plastic? Yes, the beetle, and the biggest one. Some of these beetles has underneath on some tricky mice, some of them just even crawling on me, because if you look under this beetle, you can see very small white spots, because these beetles very often they have some tiny mites, but they are not ticks. They are not the same ticks as Ixodidae ticks, which are dangerous for humans. These mice are phoretic, means they're traveling together with this bus or just beetle, but eating only some saprophagous, some plants, and maybe eating a little bit something together with this arena beetle. So can live maybe because of on his surface, and maybe leaving his hemolymph or just biting a little bit of this beetle. So, but these mites, they're not dangerous. And I have shown these mites on my YouTube channel. If you are surprised which mites can be on the surface of a rhino beetle, welcome to my channel, and you can see several videos together with mites which are living on beetles. And one of my newest, very fresh video will be about my zoo of these rhinos. No, be careful. Okay, better to sit inside aquarium. Well, so write in your comments. Thank you. Hello to Germany, to Animalia. Write in your comments, did you see these beetles in your city, in your village, in your area where you are living? Maybe in evening time, or some smaller beetles flying around in the evening time? Or maybe very small, okay, 2 or 3 times smaller than rhino beetles. Some rhino beetles they have a different size. Yeah, I show you. This one and this one. Yeah, even smaller, more than twice bigger. The male is twice bigger than female. Yeah. Yeah, crawling. I'm trying to be careful because fall down on the floor. do not be to be more attentive. Okay, go to terrarium, and this one is the best actor for today. In the children's time, I do remember that I have seen this beetle in the palm of one of my friends, and this beetle was so big because he was sitting in a palm, and the size was nearly the same as the palm of my friend. Now I'm bigger, and this beetle became smaller. Of course, there are some big beetles somewhere in tropics, huge beetles like that, huge beetles just living in tropics. But I don't have in my collection because I am not so devoted collector to collect dead beetles. I like to show them living, alive, just for education. Of course, I don't remind to see and to find this hugest, the biggest beetle, Titanos, which is living in a French Guiana in Brazil as well, in some South American countries. Yeah, some mice just came on me. But I have never seen this one. But nevertheless, I would like to introduce some of my new videos, because my new video will be maybe on stream, maybe will be recorded about Klondike in a wild, not west, but wild east of one very special area of the world. Because the Klondike is still existing in some places, even in, for example, in the Russian Federation. This is Klondike of a wild east, and we will talk about Serambitidae beetle, not Cerambix cerdo, which is living in Ukraine and European part, but Collipogon. But we will be talking about Callipogon relictus. Callipogon relictus, very unique beetle. This is not Callipogon relictus, but I have this prepared speech about it, and I will show you very soon. Story about Cerambitidae, long-tailed beetles, Cerambitidae, and Callipogon relictus will be one of them on my future stream. So this is short introduction of a tropical species, but Klondike in a Far East will be my very new stream. I will show you very soon. So thank you for watching. So today this was a short story about pets, about rhino beetles and about pets, and my pet here together with me. This is my entomological assistant, which is sending you rings and with his tiny leg and saying you hello, my friends. Did you subscribe to my channel? Did you press like on to this video? Did you expect something interesting? Well, my next video will be about Callipogon relictus, very big beetle. Okay, smaller than my dog. Definitely smaller than my dog. My dog is not very big, but this beetle is really huge and living in the Russian Federation, China, and Korea. And this video will be devoted to Callipogon relictus. So thank you for watching. Press likes, write your comments, and ask your question. And don't forget to press like, because if you have been watching, I hope the subject of insects and beetles is interesting for you. And I need to close my terrarium because some of the beetles were sitting here, crowding here. Yeah, like this one, crowding like invisible, but they're still here together with us, trying to escape. But they have perfect conditions here, just for exposition, and for my next new videos, you will see them very soon on my channel. So visit my channel from time to time and you will see new stories about Rhino beetles, about pets, and about many other new insects. I have recorded already several videos about insects, so slow from hour to hour I will write some titles, and new videos will come in very soon. And right under this video, which pet do you have? And did you have any living pet in your house? Among dogs, cats, or even some Rhino beetles as well. So thank you for watching. See you soon on my channel. Video and stories will be continued.